The story of the compass is one of the most transformative developments in human history, a quiet invention that fundamentally reshaped how civilizations explored, traded, and understood the world. Long before satellites and digital navigation systems, humanity relied on the stars, the sun, and the landscape to find direction, often with dangerous uncertainty. The invention of the compass changed this forever, providing a reliable and consistent way to determine direction, regardless of weather or visibility. The earliest known origins of the compass trace back to ancient China, where during the Han Dynasty, scholars discovered that naturally magnetized iron ore, known as lodestone, possessed the mysterious ability to align itself with the Earth's magnetic field. Initially, this phenomenon was not used for navigation, but for spiritual and philosophical practices, such as feng shui, where alignment and harmony with natural forces were believed to influence human fortune. Over time, however, Chinese innovators began to recognize the practical potential of this magnetic property. By shaping lodestone into spoon-like instruments placed on smooth bronze plates, they created early directional tools that consistently pointed south, marking the first step toward navigational compasses. As centuries passed, this knowledge evolved, and by the Song Dynasty, the Chinese had developed more advanced compasses using magnetized needles floating in water or balanced on pivots. These early compasses began to be used in maritime navigation, allowing sailors to venture further from land with greater confidence. This breakthrough gradually spread beyond China through trade routes and cultural exchanges, eventually reaching the Islamic world and later Europe. Each civilization adapted and refined the compass, but its core principle remained unchanged. What began as a mystical curiosity became one of the most important technological tools in human history, laying the foundation for global exploration, international trade, and the interconnected world we live in today. As the knowledge of the compass traveled westward from China, it underwent significant transformation as different civilizations adapted it to their own needs and environments. The Islamic world played a crucial role in this transmission, acting as a bridge between East and West through vast trade networks that stretched across Asia, the Middle East, and the Mediterranean. Muslim scholars and sailors not only adopted the compass, but also contributed to its refinement by integrating it with astronomical knowledge and advanced navigation techniques. By the 12th and 13th centuries, the compass had reached Europe, where it quickly became an essential tool for maritime navigation. European sailors, who had long relied on coastal navigation and celestial observation, now had the ability to venture into open seas with far greater confidence. This marked a turning point in seafaring history, as ships were no longer strictly dependent on clear skies or visible landmarks. The development of the dry compass, in which a magnetized needle was mounted on a pivot and enclosed within a protective casing, made the device more stable and practical for use on moving ships. This innovation significantly improved accuracy and usability, especially during long and unpredictable ocean voyages. As a result, navigation became more systematic and less reliant on guesswork, allowing for more ambitious expeditions. The compass, combined with other advancements such as improved ship design and cartography, laid the groundwork for what would later become the Age of Exploration. It empowered sailors to cross vast oceans, discover new lands, and establish trade routes that connected distant parts of the world. However, while the compass opened new opportunities, it also set the stage for profound global changes, including cultural exchanges, economic expansion, and the beginning of European dominance in global trade networks. With the compass firmly established as a reliable navigational tool in Europe, it became one of the key drivers behind the Age of Exploration, a period that would dramatically reshape the course of world history. Beginning in the late 15th century, European powers such as Portugal and Spain began investing heavily in long-distance sea voyages, seeking new trade routes, wealth, and territorial expansion. The compass played a critical role in enabling these journeys, allowing sailors to maintain direction even when they were far from land and beyond the reach of familiar coastal routes. Explorers like Christopher Columbus, Vasco da Gama, and Ferdinand Magellan relied on the compass alongside other instruments such as the astrolabe and later the sextant to navigate the vast and often unpredictable oceans. These voyages led to the discovery of new continents, the mapping of previously unknown regions, and the establishment of global sea routes that connected Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Americas. The impact of these developments was immense, as they marked the beginning of globalization in its earliest form. Trade networks expanded rapidly, bringing goods such as spices, silk, gold, and silver across continents, while also facilitating the exchange of ideas, technologies, and cultures. However, the age of exploration also had darker consequences. The same navigational advancements that enabled discovery also facilitated colonization, exploitation, and the transatlantic slave trade, leading to profound and often devastating effects on indigenous populations. The compass, therefore, was not just a tool of discovery, but also an instrument that indirectly contributed to both the advancement and the suffering of human societies. Its role in this era highlights how a single technological innovation can have far-reaching consequences, shaping the destiny of nations and altering the balance of power across the globe.
As global exploration expanded, the compass became deeply integrated into the development of international trade systems, fundamentally transforming economies and accelerating the rise of powerful maritime empires. European nations such as England, the Netherlands, and France began to establish vast trading networks that spanned continents, supported by increasingly sophisticated navigation techniques in which the compass remained a central tool. Merchant fleets could now travel longer distances with greater precision, reducing the risks associated with open-sea voyages and making trade more efficient and predictable. This reliability encouraged the growth of global commerce, enabling the large-scale movement of goods, resources, and wealth between regions. Major trading companies, such as the Dutch East India Company and the British East India Company, emerged as dominant economic forces, using advanced navigation tools, including the compass, to control strategic trade routes and establish colonial outposts. The ability to navigate accurately across oceans also contributed to the development of detailed maps and charts, improving geographical knowledge and further enhancing maritime operations. Ports grew into bustling centers of commerce, connecting distant economies and fostering the exchange of not only goods, but also cultures, languages, and technologies. At the same time, this expansion intensified competition among European powers, leading to conflicts over territory, resources, and control of trade routes. Naval warfare became more strategic, with accurate navigation playing a critical role in military success. The compass, once a simple magnetic instrument, had now become a cornerstone of global economic systems and geopolitical power. Its influence extended far beyond navigation, shaping the structure of international trade, the rise of empires, and the interconnected nature of the modern world economy. Beyond exploration and trade, the compass also played a crucial role in the advancement of science and human understanding of the natural world. As navigators relied more heavily on magnetic compasses, scholars began to question how and why these instruments worked, leading to deeper investigations into magnetism and the Earth itself. During the Renaissance and into the scientific revolution, thinkers such as William Gilbert studied the properties of magnets and proposed that the Earth behaves like a giant magnet, an idea that marked a major shift in scientific thinking. This understanding helped explain why compass needles consistently align in a north-south direction and opened the door to further exploration of geomagnetism. The compass also contributed to improvements in cartography, as more accurate navigation allowed mapmakers to create detailed and reliable representations of the world. This, in turn, supported scientific exploration, enabling researchers to document new lands, climates, and ecosystems with increasing precision. Over time, the integration of the compass with other navigational tools led to more advanced systems, including chronometers and eventually modern navigation technologies. The pursuit of accuracy in navigation pushed scientists and engineers to innovate, contributing to developments in physics, astronomy, and engineering. In this way, the compass was not only a practical tool for sailors, but also a catalyst for intellectual progress. It encouraged humanity to observe, measure, and understand the forces of nature more deeply, bridging the gap between practical needs and scientific discovery. Its influence can be seen in the evolution of navigation from simple magnetic alignment to complex, technology-driven systems that guide us today, demonstrating how a single invention can inspire centuries of innovation and curiosity. As technology continued to advance, the traditional magnetic compass gradually became part of a broader and more sophisticated navigation ecosystem.
yet its fundamental principles remain deeply embedded in modern systems. By the 19th and 20th centuries, innovations such as the gyroscopic compass and later electronic navigation tools began to complement and, in some cases, replace the classic magnetic needle. The gyro compass, which uses the rotation of the Earth to determine true north rather than magnetic north, provided greater accuracy for steel ships whose structures could interfere with magnetic readings. Despite these advancements, the magnetic compass remained a reliable backup system, valued for its simplicity, durability, and independence from external power sources. As aviation emerged and expanded rapidly in the early 20th century, compasses were adapted for use in aircraft, ensuring that pilots could navigate even when visibility was poor or when flying over vast, featureless terrains such as oceans and deserts. Later, the development of satellite-based navigation systems, most notably the Global Positioning System, revolutionized navigation by providing real-time location data with unprecedented precision. However, even in this era of digital technology, the core idea behind the compass, aligning with the Earth's natural forces to determine direction, remains relevant. In critical situations where electronic systems fail, the magnetic compass continues to serve as a dependable tool. Its enduring value and resilience highlights its timeless value and resilience as one of humanity's most important inventions. The journey from a simple lodestone in ancient China to a component within complex navigation systems illustrates how foundational innovations can evolve without losing their original significance, continuing to support exploration, safety, and global connectivity across centuries. The impact of the compass extends far beyond navigation and technology, influencing culture, philosophy, and even the way humanity perceives its place in the world. Before the widespread use of the compass, the unknown regions of the Earth were often surrounded by myths, fears, and imaginative interpretations. Vast oceans were seen as mysterious and dangerous boundaries, limiting human movement and understanding. With the reliability that the compass provided, these psychological barriers began to dissolve, encouraging a mindset of exploration, curiosity, and expansion. The ability to travel with greater certainty fostered a new sense of confidence among explorers and societies, shifting perspectives from fear of the unknown to a desire to discover it and understand it. This transformation played a significant role in shaping the intellectual climate of the Renaissance, a period marked by a renewed interest in science, art, and human potential. The compass became a symbol not only of physical direction, but also of guidance, purpose, and discovery. It appeared in literature, art, and philosophical discussions as a metaphor for finding one's path in life or seeking truth in a complex world. Moreover, the increased interaction between distant cultures, made possible by improved navigation, led to the exchange of ideas, religions, languages, and technologies. While this exchange enriched many societies, it also introduced conflicts and challenges as different worldviews collided. Nevertheless, the compass remained at the center of this transformation, quietly guiding ships across oceans while simultaneously guiding humanity toward a more interconnected and dynamic global civilization. Its influence, therefore, is not only measured in miles traveled or routes discovered, but also in the expansion of human thought and cultural evolution.
In the modern world, the legacy of the compass continues to shape how we navigate not only physically, but also technologically and conceptually. Although most people today rely on smartphones, GPS systems, and advanced digital maps for everyday navigation, these systems are built upon principles that can be traced back to the simple magnetic compass. The integration of navigation technologies into daily life has made movement more efficient, reducing uncertainty and enabling precise coordination across global networks. From aviation and maritime industries to logistics and delivery systems, accurate navigation remains essential for maintaining the flow of goods, services, and people. The compass, in its original form, is still taught as a fundamental tool in fields such as outdoor survival, military training, and geography education, emphasizing its reliability and importance as a backup in situations where modern technology may fail. Furthermore, the concept of orientation, knowing where you are and where you are going, has become deeply embedded in digital interfaces, mapping applications, and even virtual environments. This reflects a broader continuation of the compass's influence, extending into how humans interact with information and space in the digital age. At the same time, the symbolic meaning of the compass remains powerful, often representing direction, purpose, and stability in an increasingly complex and fast-paced world. It serves as a reminder that even as technology evolves rapidly, the foundational ideas that guide human progress often remain simple and enduring. The compass, therefore, stands not only as a historical invention, but also as a timeless concept that continues to guide humanity in both literal and metaphorical journeys. Looking toward the future, the influence of the compass can be seen in the ongoing evolution of navigation and exploration technologies that continue to push the boundaries of what is possible. As humanity ventures beyond Earth, navigating the vastness of space presents challenges far greater than those faced by early sailors crossing oceans. Yet the fundamental need remains the same: determining direction, position, and movement in an environment where familiar reference points are limited or non-existent. Modern spacecraft rely on advanced systems such as inertial navigation, star tracking, and deep space communication networks, all of which echo the original purpose of the compass: to provide orientation in the unknown. The spirit of the compass lives on in these innovations, guiding missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond. At the same time, emerging technologies such as autonomous vehicles, drones, and artificial intelligence-driven logistics systems continue to refine how navigation is performed on Earth. These systems integrate multiple data sources, including satellite signals, sensors, and mapping algorithms, to achieve levels of accuracy and efficiency that were once unimaginable. Despite this complexity, the underlying concept remains rooted in the same principle discovered thousands of years ago, aligning with consistent natural or reference systems to determine direction. The compass, in this sense, represents the beginning of a long journey of innovation that continues to unfold. Its legacy is not confined to history books, but actively shapes the technologies that define the modern and future world. As humanity continues to explore new frontiers, both on Earth and in space, the essence of the compass endures as a symbol of guidance, exploration, and the unending pursuit of discovery. In conclusion, the discovery and development of the compass stand as one of the most influential milestones in the history of human civilization, shaping the course of exploration, trade, science, and cultural exchange across centuries. What began as a simple observation of magnetized stone in ancient China evolved into a powerful navigational tool that enabled humanity to overcome the limitations of geography and uncertainty. The compass allowed sailors to cross vast oceans, connected distant continents, and played a central role in the emergence of a truly global world. Its impact can be seen in the rise of empires, the expansion of international trade networks, and the advancement of scientific knowledge that helped humanity better understand the Earth and its natural forces. At the same time, the compass was intertwined with complex and often challenging aspects of history, including colonization and conflict, reminding us that technological progress can bring both opportunity and consequence. As centuries passed, the compass adapted and evolved, becoming part of increasingly advanced navigation systems while never losing its fundamental importance. Even in today's digital age, where satellite-based technologies dominate, the core principle of the compass continues to guide modern innovations and remains a reliable backup in critical situations. Beyond its practical uses, the compass has also become a lasting symbol of direction, purpose, and exploration, reflecting humanity's enduring desire to move forward, discover the unknown, and find meaning in the journey. Its story is not just about navigation, but about the continuous progress of human curiosity, resilience, and the quest to understand and explore the world around us. Even as the compass's practical applications have become integrated into modern navigation systems, its broader influence on education, culture, and human perception remains profound. In schools and training programs, the compass is often introduced as the foundational tool for teaching spatial awareness, map reading, and orientation skills, emphasizing its role in cultivating critical thinking and problem-solving abilities. In literature and art, it continues to appear as a metaphor for guidance, moral direction, and the search for purpose, symbolizing the human drive to navigate both physical and existential landscapes. Beyond metaphor, the compass has inspired innovations in engineering, robotics, and geosciences, where understanding orientation and magnetic fields is crucial for designing instruments that operate reliably in diverse environments. Even outdoor recreation, from hiking and mountaineering to sailing and orienteering, relies on the compass as a trusted instrument, demonstrating its enduring relevance in practical, real-world contexts.
Moreover, the history of the compass highlights the interconnectedness of human societies, showing how a single innovation in China influenced trade networks in the Islamic world and transformed European exploration, showing how knowledge spreads, adapts, and reshapes civilizations over time. The compass exemplifies how a single innovation can ripple across centuries, affecting economies, geopolitics, culture, and science, while also shaping the ways humans perceive and engage with the world. The evolution of the compass also underscores the relationship between technology and human ambition, demonstrating how a simple tool can catalyze profound changes in society and thought. As early sailors used compasses to venture into uncharted waters, entire civilizations were challenged to rethink their place in the world, leading to the development of new trade networks, colonial enterprises, and scientific inquiry. The compass enabled not only the physical exploration of distant lands, but also the mapping and understanding of the Earth as a coherent system, fostering a sense of global awareness that had previously been impossible. Its influence extended to the standardization of time and the measurement of longitude, as accurate navigation required precise coordination between distance traveled and celestial observations. Furthermore, the compass helped establish a framework for systematic exploration, encouraging record-keeping, map-making, and the sharing of navigational knowledge across generations. These practices laid the groundwork for modern scientific methods, illustrating how practical necessity can drive intellectual advancement. Beyond its technical impact, the compass inspired imagination, adventure, and cultural exchange, shaping literature, folklore, and philosophical thought across continents. Its legacy is multifaceted. It transformed how humans move through space, perceive their environment, and interact with one another on a global scale. By bridging the gap between natural phenomena and human innovation, the compass exemplifies how a single innovation can resonate across centuries, influencing navigation, science, economy, culture, and the very way humanity envisions its journey through the world. The compass also had profound effects on geopolitical structures, influencing the rise and fall of empires and the distribution of global power. By enabling nations to navigate the seas with unprecedented accuracy, the compass allowed maritime powers to explore, conquer, and control territories far beyond their own borders. Portugal and Spain were early beneficiaries, using navigational advancements to establish trade routes to Africa, India, and the Americas, securing valuable resources and establishing colonial dominance. Later, the Dutch, British, and French empires leveraged similar technologies to expand their influence, creating networks of colonies, trading posts, and naval bases that shaped global politics for centuries. The ability to reliably traverse oceans reduced the isolation of distant regions and facilitated the projection of military and economic power across continents. This shift altered the balance of power, allowing maritime nations to compete on a global scale, often at the expense of inland or less navigationally adept societies. Moreover, the compass indirectly encouraged the development of international law and maritime conventions, as nations sought to regulate trade, navigation rights, and territorial claims. In this sense, a simple navigational tool helped redefine political geography, diplomacy, and economic systems. Its legacy extends beyond exploration and science, highlighting how technological innovation can reshape human organization, influence global hierarchies, and alter the trajectory of civilizations in ways that continue to resonate into the modern era.
The compass's influence is also evident in the cultural and psychological dimensions of human experience, shaping the way people perceive space, risk, and opportunity. Before its widespread adoption, uncertainty about direction limited movement and exploration, reinforcing localism and constraining the exchange of ideas and goods. With the compass, individuals and societies developed a greater sense of confidence in their ability to traverse unknown environments, fostering an adventurous mindset and a willingness to take calculated risks. This psychological shift supported exploration, trade, and scientific inquiry, encouraging societies to invest resources in long-distance voyages and expeditions. The compass also contributed to the development of systematic observation and measurement, as navigators and cartographers relied on precise orientation to record positions, map coastlines, and chart oceans. In literature, art, and philosophy, the compass emerged as a symbol of guidance, perseverance, and the human drive to find direction amid uncertainty. Across cultures, it represented not only literal navigation, but also the moral and intellectual pursuit of truth, reflecting humanity's desire to chart both physical and metaphorical courses. By influencing thought, behavior, and imagination, the compass became more than a tool. It became a framework for understanding the world, inspiring innovation, exploration, and cultural exchange that continues to shape human societies centuries after its invention. In addition to its cultural and psychological impacts, the compass played a critical role in shaping economic systems in global markets. By enabling reliable maritime navigation, it allowed merchants to plan long-distance trade with greater certainty, reducing the risks associated with transporting goods across oceans. This reliability encouraged investment in shipping, infrastructure, and commercial enterprises, laying the foundation for a truly global economy. Ports transformed into vibrant hubs of commerce, connecting Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Americas, and facilitating the exchange of commodities such as spices, textiles, precious metals, and agricultural products. The ability to navigate accurately also enabled the rise of powerful trading companies, such as the Dutch East India Company and the British East India Company, which leveraged maritime knowledge to dominate regional and global markets. Over time, the compass helped integrate distant regions into interconnected economic systems, fostering not only trade, but also the transfer of knowledge, technology, and cultural practices. Its impact on economics extended beyond the movement of goods. It influenced financial systems, insurance practices, and logistical planning, as merchants and governments relied on precise navigation to manage resources efficiently. The compass, therefore, was not merely a tool for finding direction. It became a key driver of economic innovation, wealth creation, and the emergence of globalized trade networks that continue to shape the modern world. The compass also profoundly influenced the development of science, technology, and engineering, acting as a catalyst for innovation beyond navigation itself. As sailors and explorers relied on compasses for longer and more ambitious voyages, the need for accuracy and reliability spurred advancements in instrument design, metallurgy, and manufacturing techniques. Scholars studied the principles of magnetism, leading to discoveries about the Earth's magnetic field and laying the groundwork for modern physics and geomagnetism. The demand for precise navigation inspired improvements in timekeeping, such as the invention of marine chronometers, which allowed sailors to calculate longitude with far greater accuracy. These developments had ripple effects across multiple disciplines, from astronomy and cartography to mechanical engineering and applied sciences. In addition, the integration of the compass with other emerging technologies, including the sextant, astrolabe, and eventually gyroscopes, demonstrated the power of combining complementary innovations to solve complex challenges. Its influence is still evident today in modern navigation systems, robotics, autonomous vehicles, and aerospace engineering, where understanding orientation and directional control remains critical. The compass exemplifies how a single, simple discovery can drive centuries of technological progress, inspiring generations to explore, invent, and expand the boundaries of human knowledge. It highlights the profound link between practical necessity and scientific inquiry, showing how the tools we create to navigate the physical world can also guide the advancement of human thought and innovation. The compass also played a pivotal role in shaping human interaction with the environment, altering the way societies perceived and utilized natural landscapes. With the ability to determine direction reliably, communities were no longer confined to local geographies, enabling exploration of rivers, coastlines, deserts, and oceans that were previously considered inaccessible or dangerous. This expanded geographical awareness encouraged the mapping of natural resources, agricultural zones, and trade routes, ultimately influencing settlement patterns, urban development, and regional economies. Indigenous knowledge of landscapes was often combined with navigational techniques introduced by explorers, resulting in hybrid systems of understanding and interaction with the environment. Furthermore, the compass allowed humans to plan more efficient routes for transportation and commerce, reducing travel time and resource expenditure and supporting the growth of economies at both local and global levels. By providing a framework for orientation and movement, it also influenced military strategy, as armies and navies could maneuver more precisely, plan campaigns, and coordinate across vast distances. In essence, the compass transformed human perception of space from a localized, constrained view to a more expansive and interconnected understanding of the world. It empowered societies to explore, utilize, and interact with their surroundings in ways that were previously unimaginable, demonstrating that navigation is not just about movement, but about reshaping human engagement with the planet. The compass's influence also extends into modern technology and digital navigation, where its principles continue to underpin contemporary innovations. Smartphones, GPS devices, and autonomous vehicles all rely on orientation and positioning systems that trace their conceptual origins to the magnetic compass. In these modern systems, electronic sensors often emulate the function of a compass, detecting magnetic fields to determine direction and stabilize navigation. Even in virtual and augmented reality environments, compass-based orientation helps users maintain spatial awareness, enhancing interaction with digital landscapes. Moreover, the study of magnetism and orientation, inspired by the compass, has contributed to advances in fields like geophysics, materials science, and aerospace engineering. Space exploration missions, satellite navigation, and drone technology all rely on precise understanding of orientation, trajectory, and positional accuracy, concepts first made practical by the invention of the compass. Beyond its technical applications, the compass continues to serve as a metaphor in leadership, education, and personal development, symbolizing guidance, focus, and the ability to navigate uncertainty. This enduring presence demonstrates that the compass is not merely a historical artifact, but a living principle, influencing both the tangible and conceptual ways humanity interacts with space, technology, and the challenges of exploration. Its legacy reminds us that even the simplest discoveries can inspire centuries of innovation and transformation, guiding human progress across diverse domains.